Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, my name is Serli Apta Maharani. Today, I want to tell you about Beauty and the Beast. In a village in France, there lived an old scientist named Maurice. He lived with his daughter named Belle. Belle was the most beautiful girl in the village, so that every man in a village loved her very much, including Gaston. He was a much feared man in the village. Belle was very happy to sing and read. She always spends his time in the library to read books. Her favorite book was one of the fairy tale about a prince who is cursed. One day, Maurice went out of the city along with his horse, named Philip. However, in the middle of the trip, they got lost and were attacked by a wolf pack. Philip felt scared, so he jumped very high. Maurice, who is in his shoulder, was falling while Philip escaped. Maurice was feared. He ran aimlessly. Then he arrived at a very old castle. It looked very creepy, but he still entered the old castle. The castle was occupied by a monster named Beast and residents who were strange objects which were alive. Then Maurice was arrested and put in prison. Philip, who managed to escape from the wolf, returned to the house. Belle was worried because Maurice was not come back with Philip. She immediately looked for his father in the woods alone. Belle searched in the woods until she arrived at an old castle. She entered the castle and found her father held there. When Belle entered the castle, all the inhabitants of the castle were very happy. They drove Belle to her father. The beast knew it and became angry. With braveness, Belle was offered herself to replace her father, who was arrested if he released her father. Finally, Beast released Maurice, but Belle stayed in the castle. Dear father, I will do anything for you. Don't worry. I will live with the beast and save your life, said Beauty. At first, Belle disliked Beast, who was rude and grumpy. Even Belle tried to escape from the castle because Beast scolded her. Belle, who escaped from the castle, was attacked by a wolf in the jungle, but she was saved by Beast that went up with her. Beast got injured in a fight with the wolf, then he brought Belle back to the village. After arriving at the village, Belle treated the wounded Beast. Day after day passed. Relationship between Beast and Belle were better. They became a friend and eventually fell in love each other. However, Beast was afraid to express his love. He was afraid of Belle will reject him because he was a monster. At the time, when Beast wanted to confess his feelings, Belle saw her father was sick through the magic mirror. She asked the Beast to meet his father. "What's wrong?" he asked kindly as always. "My father is gravely ill and close to dying. Oh, how I wish I could see him again before it's too late." But the Beast only shook its head. "No, you will never leave this castle." However, a little later, it returned and spoke solemnly to the girl. "If you swear that you will return here in 7 days' time, I will let you go and visit your father," said the Beast. I swear, I will come back." With unwillingness, Beast let her go. When Belle returned to the village, Belle was forced to marry Gaston. But Belle rejected it. Gaston knew that Belle had fallen in love with a monster in the castle in the woods. Belle and her father were imprisoned in the basement at Belle's home. Gaston incited all the villagers to attack the castle and kill the occupants. He said that they were very dangerous and the castle should be destroyed. The residents who had instigated by Gaston agreed. They went to the castle to hunt beasts, but Belle and Maurice managed to escape from the basement. They immediately went to the castle. Gaston and the villagers had managed to enter the castle. They attacked all of inhabitants of the castle. Beast, who was angry, attacked Gaston. But when he would kill Gaston, the Beast did not continue its action and released him. However, Gaston stabbed the Beast from the back. At the time, Belle came and saw the Beast, who was severely injured. Seeing Belle came, Beast became excited back. Gaston tried to attack him back. However, Beast deftly tugged Gaston. Then, Gaston fell from the top of the castle and died. Beast was seriously injured and no longer able to survive. Just as the last strands of magic rose fell, Beast stopped breathing. Belle was crying hysterically. She shouted and said she loved the Beast. Suddenly, a miracle occurred. The curse on the castle disappeared. The scary castle was transformed into a beautiful village. All its inhabitants turned into humans, and the Beast turned back into a handsome and dashing prince. The curse was gone because of Belle's sincere love to Beast. Actually, I'm a prince of this castle. A bad witch turned me into Beast, and only the love of a maiden willing to accept me as I was can transform me back to normal. Then, Beauty and the Prince was married and lived happily in the castle. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.